Tell me
That
this
just gave me
again.
chills. Like,
Tell me.
um, imagining that a woman has never experienced an orgasm in her life. I just the first thing that pops up in my head is being that woman laying on my deathbed, wondering why I'm about to die when I haven't come yet. I haven't come yet. Come on, I can't die yet. I mean, how do you live your entire life and die? You live and die, and you don't even experience, just the basic pleasure that your body can enjoy. That is already built in. Your mind just cut you off, just said, no, I'm going to shut you down and shut off your bodily function to the point where you're not going to experience pleasure. That's just insane.
Where do you think that comes from? Where does it, where do women get that idea that...
There are so many different, religious stigmas or social stigmas or, because like I said before, it depends on what kind of sex you have. And people think that vanilla sex fits in the box more, but what if vanilla sex doesn't make you come? What if that doesn't stimulate you? Visually you need to see somebody dress a certain way, or how many women out there want to experience another woman and never do because lesbianism is wrong. There are a lot of different things that hold people back, and really at the end of the day it's just their own fault because it's you and your mind, and it doesn't really matter what the rest of them say, because when you're laying on your deathbed, you're with you. Everyone who had those judgments, they've all fallen away now. Mm-hmm. Now it's you, and you have to realize you just spent your whole life living for someone else's ideas. You didn't allow yourself to be free, and that's sad. God, I can't imagine what it would be like to lay there and think I'm never gonna come. Can't imagine. That would be. God, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine laying on your deathbed, never having experienced an orgasm? No, right? Right? I mean, for a guy, it's unheard of. No guy dies without coming. For a woman, I think there was some sort of statistic saying 50% of women, I'm like, how do you know that? But, 50% of women never experience an orgasm in your life. Are you kidding me? I can't imagine being just one woman not experiencing. Nuts. Where to find a porn star? There are porn stars crawling all over LA. This is like the porn hub of the world, okay? Most of us porn stars live in the valley or on the other side of the hill, somewhere in LA. So, first thing you want to do is buy a plane ticket. Come out here. And second thing you want to do is buy a gym membership, because we all got to look good, right? So most of us are going to a gym. Now, pretty much any gym in the LA vicinity is going to have at least a dozen porn stars attending. So, if you just make yourself routine at that gym, eventually you're going to find one. And if you find one, you're going to find another, because most people go in pairs. And if you don't like either of those porn stars, then you could talk to them and figure out where their porn star friends are at. Now, I also like to eat. I'm the eating kind of porn star. I don't go to a gym, but most of them do. I don't go to a gym. I eat. So you can find me at most of the restaurants around in LA. So I would say that's going to be a better bet than meeting me at a convention, because anybody I meet at a convention is gonna meet me when I've been meeting slimy fans all day, the ones that I will not be going on a date with, the ones that I won't be hooking up with. So I'm already not in the mood to find a date. And two, you're in that fan category. You came up to the booth and asked me for my autograph. Chances are I'm not gonna go on a date with you. You're in that fan category. You watch my stuff, you want my autograph, you're gonna buy a membership to my website, and that's it. Because as soon as you cross the line, it starts to become weird. You know what I mean? Now, as far as like Twitter and MySpace and all that sort of thing, I don't really check my MySpace because I'm flooded with emails, and you couldn't stand out. There are so many emails that I just can't check them all. So the chances are I wouldn't even see your email. Now, if you came to Twitter, where I'm on, more frequently, and you and you respond to the things I say, you get involved. There are a couple fans that I talk to on a regular basis, actually. There's a couple that I'll web chat with, or I'll Skype with, or whatever. So we actually have a relationship. We have conversations. Now, if one of them approached me, and it's been months that I've been talking to a couple of them, if one of them approached me and wanted to go on a date, I'd be more likely to go out with somebody that I met on Twitter than somebody I met at a convention. So maybe get on Twitter and maybe get to know one of your porn stars. Get to know one of the girls that you like. Talk to her on the little webcam, but you have to make sure you have a camera too, because she's not going to talk to you on a camera if she's not watching you, because that's just weird. You never know who you're talking to. So get on a camera, have her be on a camera, get to know her a little bit, hang out, and maybe then you'll be able to meet her in person, and maybe then you'll get to meet her in person the second time. And if you've gotten to the second time, then maybe you know you're in it for the long haul. You're about to get a couple more dates and maybe a little bit more. So I would say Twitter would be a good idea, because I'm friends with a bunch of people that I've met on there. So when you get on Twitter and you find your favorite ultimate porn star date, first thing you do is follow her. Click that little follow button. Yes, we all know about it. Okay, so once you get on Twitter and you're following your favorite porn star, you start out slow and subtle. You don't want to jump on board with all the rest of the crazies and be like, oh my God, your body just makes me want to jerk my Like, you don't want to do that, because everybody does that. You want to be the one that stands out. You want to be the one that just says, hey. That's all you got to do. Okay, so maybe she doesn't respond to you the first couple times. Don't be alarmed. We get a lot of people saying hello, so it's hard to respond to everybody. But sooner or later, if all you do is say nice things, how are you? How was your day? How you been? That sort of thing. You know, she's going to notice that, yeah, if I respond to him, you know, he seems like he's harmless, and he seems like he's not going to be like, oh my God, she talked to me once, she's got to talk to me all the time. Because there are a lot of fans out there that if I respond to them, and then I don't respond to them another time, they freak out. They'll light up my Twitter like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're so mean. You know, they'll freak out. So don't be one of those guys. Don't freak out if she doesn't respond to you. Maybe she responds to you one day and not the next day. That's going to be the first step. And it might take a little while to pass that first step, because she's going to have to take a little while to notice you. Now, after you've done that for maybe a month or so, she's going to start recognizing that you're still a cool guy. You're still just a nice, relaxed, chill, hey, how are you kind of guy. Which is going to be good, because all the rest of the guys out there are creeps. So they make it easy for you to look good. So the next thing you're going to do when she starts responding to you, hey, I'm good. How are you? You say, oh, I'm good. Work kind of sucked. Normal. Just stay very normal. Ask her, how's the weather? If you know she's got an animal, ask her how's her animal doing. You know, how's your dog doing? You know, just ask her really normal questions, because everybody else out there wants to know the last time she took a Everybody out there wants to know the last time that she masturbated. Everybody wants a naked picture. Everybody wants, you know, they're doing the fan don't do the fan Ask her normal She's going to be like, oh, this guy's really cool. You know, tell her that, you know how you do the retweet thing when she's like posting about, come watch me live on this show? Retweet it for her, because she knows that you're helping her out, trying to get more people to go watch her, you know? And don't tell her that you're watching it, even if you are. Don't tell her. Just be the cool guy that's helping bump her business. You know what I mean? Just bump her business for her, and then say, hi, how are you? Ask her how her show went, like you weren't there, which we all know you probably were. But act like you're not a fan. Act like you're just a friend, because that friend has potential to change. Fan is just a fan. You're just going to be a fan forever. So don't act like a fan. All right, so once you've gotten to that position, you're talking to her on a semi-regular basis, maybe not as much as you want. You know, maybe you say, hey, God, it would be great to chat with you. You know, I have this thing called Skype, because Skype is free and it's a video chat system. So if you have a computer where you have a camera built in, or you just go out and get a little webcam, you can chat on Skype and you can see each other, which could be really cool. And for a porn girl, that's a really great way to personalize with fans. So even if she says, okay, this is a cool guy, but I'm going to pretend like he's a fan for a second. I'll go on Skype, and then he's going to tell everybody that I went on Skype with him, and everybody's going to come give me attention because they all think that I'm going to Skype with him. So she's going to use you a little bit. So then you end up on Skype. So now you're one-on-one with her on the camera. Like, you can see her, she can see you, you're talking. Be normal. Again, be perfectly normal. Ask her normal questions. Be a cool guy. Sit there and drink a soda. Don't get drunk because that looks weird too. Eat a sandwich. Just act like you're totally relaxed and laid back. Have a game on in the background. You know, just be a dude, a normal guy, not a creepy stalker. Oh my God, can I see your ass? Just sit there with her fully clothed and be completely cool with her just being a normal chick. She's gonna, you know, maybe crack a couple jokes here and there. Not like you're trying to make her laugh. Just a couple nonchalant, laid-back jokes. Make her smile, make her laugh, make her comfortable. You are now downtime. You're now relaxed. She doesn't have to be on, so to speak. She just gets to be comfortable, have a good time. This is just somebody to talk to. So then, she might want to start talking to you more and more. This is how it happened with me and my fans. This is why I know. I have probably 6 fans that I talk to. 6. That's how few. 6 people that I talk to when I'm just bored at home. I'll be bored at home and get on Skype with them. I'll ask them to come talk to me because I enjoy their company. That's because they made me laugh, they were nice, and they weren't creepy. So, those are the biggest things. Talk to me about normal things. Talk to me about, oh my God, so I'm at work and my boss is being such a because da-da-da-da-da-da. Take us out of our world for a minute. We're always thinking about sex. We're always thinking about you know, take us out of that for a second. And then you start to be more of an approachable person. You start to be a friend, not a fan. And bada boom, bada bing. After a couple times you Skype, say, hey, you want to go to Starbucks? Let's go to Starbucks. Starbucks is great because there are a lot of people in the vicinity. She feels more safe. And there's coffee. Perfect. You don't ask to go on a date yet because a date is very one-on-one. Starbucks is like you're standing around having a cup of coffee. Very laid back. Going to dinner is more formal. You want to avoid that at first. You want to just go to Starbucks. And then after you go to Starbucks a couple times, then maybe you go out to dinner. Or you go out to a movie because a movie's cool because you don't have to pressure her into talking the whole time. She can just kick back and watch a movie. So, also another opportunity once you've done the Starbucks for a little while.